Thank you so much once again for joining us. I love this film. And it's a very well structured film. But it also has this kind of electric chemistry that you can only get on set with a strong sense of improvisation, I think. But I wonder if the director and stars could speak to the process of preparing the script for production. I understand there was a fair amount of collaboration in developing the characters.
もともともちろんそのオリジナルでストーリー私が書いてますけど、今回その撮影期間すごく短かったっていうのもあって、準備期間かなり一緒に過ごしてきて、彼女たち2人とで、主人公の砂田に関してはすごく細かく私的な監督自身私的な要素がだいぶ強めですけど、実際、かほちゃんにやってもらうっていうことになった時に、この砂田っていう役がどういう役なのかとか、かほさん自身にも落とし込んでもらうためにかなり一生懸命話しました。でそれはキヨウラ演じるウンギョンちゃんも一緒で、そもそもこういう役がどういうところから発生してどういうところに落とし込んだら一番ベストなのかっていうのは、事前にかなり話しました。個人個人だけじゃなくて、かなりリハーサルをやったので、そういう意味でも、かほちゃんとウンギョンちゃんの組み合わせっていうのがすごくナチュラルにできたかなと思ってます。
Director speaking here. So this is an original story that I wrote, but the shooting period was very short with this film. So we actually spent a lot of time together preparing for it. Regarding Sunada's character, a lot of the details reference my own personal stories. However, in working with actress Kaho, we talked about what is necessary for Sunada to act this way. Why does she act that way? And we talked a lot about her character together. Also regarding Kiyo's character, me and Eun-kyung also talked a lot about how best she should play the part. And not only individually, but we also did many rehearsals together. So I think naturally the acting and the chemistry came about together.
And Kaho-san, what drew you to the character of Suna? And and how did you kind of begin to develop the character in conversation with Hakota監督?
そうですね、監督もおっしゃってたんですけど、今回撮影日数がとても少なかったので、現場で作り上げていくっていう時間がどうしてもきっと撮影に入ってしまうと取れないだろうなっていうのを思っていて、なので事前に箱田監督とお会いして、で2人でいろんな話をして、でどういうふうに演じるのかっていう話だったりとか、私自身のパーソナルな話だったり、箱田さんがどういう人なのかっていう話をして、とにかくたくさん話をしました。でウンギョンちゃんとも2人でお茶に行ったりとか、ちょうど1年前に私ニューヨークに旅行で来ていて、で彼女もニューヨークに来ていて、だからニューヨークで2人でお茶したりとか、そうやって一緒にいる時間をとにかくたくさん作って、その中で役を作っていけたらいいなと思って、やってました。
So as the director said, this film was shot with a very short shooting period. So I knew that there wasn't going to be much time on set to prepare for the character. So I met in advance with the director quite a lot. We talked a lot together. We talked about how I should be acting. I also shared sort of my own personal stories, and also wanted to know what director Hakota was like as a person. And regarding working with Eun-kyung, we had tea together. Actually, 1 year ago, I happened to be in New York, and coincidentally, Eun-kyung was also in New York. So we had tea together here. We spent a lot of time together and had many conversations to prepare for the role.
And Eun-kyung-san,
はい。
your character is very complex, and once you, I think, rewatch the film or reconsider the film after the ending, in which I think important details are revealed, one sees that complexity. I'm wondering what drew you to the role and how you approach the kind of dual nature of Kiyoura.
そうですね。私もカオちゃんとも同じで、監督ともなんかいろいろ話をしてたんで、まずキヨのキャラクターの設定から、あと衣装も一緒になんか相談したんですよね。衣装もちょっとつなぎみたいなちょっと独特な衣装がいいと思いますって言ってて、衣装合わせの時にいろいろちょっと切ってみて、そうですね。
星の王子様のイラストを送ってくれたんだよね。
あ、そうですね。で、ちょっといろいろなんかちょっと切ってみて、結局今映画で切ってた白いつなぎが決めたんで、あとなんかアドリブの話とかもよく監督と相談しながらやってみたんですけど、実はカオさんが知らないうちになんかいろいろバンバンやってて、カオさんを引っ張ってくれたらっていうディレクションを私が受けて、じゃあ何のアドリブがいいかなっていう、なんかこの流れでこういうアドリブはどうですかっていう話を、アイディアとかを一緒にお互いにたくさん話しました。はい。
So as Kaho-san also said, I also worked and talked a lot with the director regarding Kiyo's character. We talked about her background, her setting, as well as the costume, what she was going to wear. So we settled on this one-piece clothing, and we tried on many things, and the director said, you actually sent me an illustration of the Little Prince too. And so we settled on myself wearing this a white piece of clothing, and we also talked about what kind of lines to improvise, and that's something that myself and the director talked about a lot. So oftentimes we had lines that Kaho didn't know was going to appear. She really wanted me to sort of throw out lines here and there and try to pull Kaho's character along through my improvised lines. So I talked to the director a lot about what lines should I improvise. I said, how about this, how about that? And so we talked and gave each other ideas in this way.
Great. There's a moment when the mother character asks Suna, which are you? And in the moment, it seems to ask, are you a city person or a country person? But in retrospect, it also seems to ask if you are Suna or Kiyo. I wonder if you could expand, Hakota Kantoku, about balancing the kind of levels of reality and the dual nature of the protagonist.
今回その主人公の砂田の主観でほぼほぼ描かれている中で、おそらく本当にあったことっていうのが、キヨが出てくるまでのことっていうのと、実際実家に帰ったでおばあちゃん とのやり取りみたいな感じのことは多分本当にあったことで、それ以外の部分に関しては砂田の演出がちょっとずつ入ってる状況にはなってると思います。そもそもこのキヨの存在がいるっていうこと自体も言うならばちょっとしたファンタジーであって、ただなんかその時にそのお母さんだったりお父さんだったりみたいな感じのことに関してもやっぱりそこにも若干の砂田の演出がちょっと入ってる。だから若干変なところが家族に関してももちろんキヨに関しても変なんですけどちょっとずつ変なところがある。でそれが何だったのかみたいな感じのことを徐々にこのキヨの存在が何なのかみたいな感じのことを気づき始めると、もう砂田が悲しくてしょうがないんですけど、なんかそういう悲しさを埋める存在みたいな感じのところにキヨがいて、で砂田の演出があってそういうふうに見えてるみたいな感じのことが全体として寂しさはらんでる話にはなってると思うので、ただそういう時に映画の読後感としてはやっぱりユーモアを忘れないでいてほしいっていうのがあって、笑いと悲しみとどっちもあるようなものになればいいかなと思ってます。ちょっとずれましたかね。
So mostly speaking, regarding this film, you see the film play out from the subjective point of the protagonist, Sunada. And so when we think about what really happened within the film, within the world of the film, I think it's everything that happens before Kiyo, the character, appears, and also the interactions that she has with perhaps the grandma and the fact that she does go home. And so when we look at Sunada's situation, so Kiyo's presence is sort of a fantasy of sorts within Sunada's situation. And then there's the mother and father, and even there I think there's a little bit of direction in terms of Sunada's subjectivity that's being imbued in both of these characters. There's a strangeness to the family members. Of course with Kiyo's character as well there's a lot of strangeness, but I made sure there's some strangeness within the way the family members are depicted as well. But as we gradually start to feel more strangeness towards Kiyo's character, and the more things can get revealed about perhaps Kiyo's presence, I believe that it becomes very sad. Sunada's character becomes an incredibly sad character in that way. And Kiyo becomes sort of a character that fills Sunada's sadness, this room that's left behind through the sadness. And so this film really encapsulates a lot of sadness throughout. However, I wanted to make sure that I don't forget that there is humor within this film. So I wanted to strike that balance and have both elements alive. Sorry, I may have strayed a little from your question.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No. I think it's a good summation of the complexity of the story and its execution. Just maybe a simple question. I'm curious about who drew the drawing of Kiyo, the drawing of Kiyo.
劇中の漫画の絵ってことですか？
はい。
あれは実際砂田の幼少期子供時代演じてくれてた三風っていうんですけど、彼女が描いてます。
That was actually drawn by the young actress who played Sunada as a little girl called Mikaze. She drew that.
Oh wow! Oh, so there's kind of sense of realism in that way.
そうですね。なんかあれなんか監督の子供の頃のやつですかとかって聞かれるんですけど、もともとああいう感じの話ではあるんですけど、三風のディレクションが入ってますあれは。
Yeah, so a lot of people ask me whether that was a childhood drawing of mine, and of course this character does represent myself in a way, but this is actually Mikaze's direction coming through the film.
ページ以外にもいっぱい書いてあるんですけど、結構面白いですあれ。
She actually drew more than what you see on the film, that page that you see in the film. It's pretty interesting to see what she actually drew.
アベックしか入れない温泉。アベックカップルしか入れない温泉。
So she also drew an onsen, a hot spring that only couples can go into.
そう謎におっぱい出てたりする。
For no reason, she had some boobs coming out.
でそのくだりちょっと長く通り過ぎたらちょっとカホちゃんに長すぎるって言われたんですよ。
何ですか？
漫画のくだりちょっとだいぶ掘りすぎて、いやこれこんなにいらないですよねみたいな。
言いましたっけ？言ってました。
So I wanted to include a lot of these mangas in the film, but then Kaho actually told me you're going too far, so she stopped me.
Good collaboration. Yeah. I want to ask one more question, and then I'll open it up to the audience. I think it's a beautiful story about nurturing a creative spirit in many ways. Besides taking road trips to Ibaraki, how do the three of you nurture your own creative spirits, having spent so long in the entertainment industry? Having spent so long in the entertainment industry, how do you, aside from taking road trips to Ibaraki, nurture your own creative spirit?
それ私ってことですか？映画を作っていくっていう段階で、もう私自体がその実際、茨城出身で親も健在で親との関係値も、正直ちょっとあんまり良くないですけど本書く段階で一回私も帰ってで親とも話したくない話したりとかして、相当辛かったんですけど最悪だなって思いながら書いてるんですけど、で実際そのうちの親にロケハン行ったタイミングでカホちゃんもついてきてくれてて、で実際会ってくれてで親と話してで、現場中もそうなんですけどうざいわけですよ、ちょっと親が現場にいるわけですよ、親が。
写真いっぱい撮りました。
そう、写真いっぱい撮ってさちょっと異常な状況なんですけどそういう時にうちの親の嫌なところみたいなのもちょっと垣間見えたりとかして、でなんか今の感じすごい見られたくないなみたいな感じのところをカホちゃんにも見られたりとかしていて、
ずっと見てましたね。
そうすごい見てた、はい、ですっげえ感じ悪かったしごめんねみたいな言ったらちょっと感じ悪かったっすねみたいな私の嫌なところもカホちゃん見られてるし親のこういうところが嫌なんだろうなっていうところも実際見られてたのでそういうところも含めて生々しかったかなとは思ってはいます、話において。
So in making this film, of course, I am from Ibaraki myself, and both my parents are very much alive and well. And to be honest, the relationship that I have with my parents is quite strained. And so in writing this script, I did go home and I talked with my parents. We talked about things that I didn't necessarily want to be talking about. And as I was writing it and I was talking to them, I was thinking how much this sucks. And then during the time that I was location hunting, Kaho actually met my parents. She came with me. And actually on set, my parents were around and they were being quite annoying on set. They were taking a lot of photos, Kaho's on set. And as I was experiencing this, I was realizing the things that I don't like about my parents or the way they act and the way they irritate me sometimes. And Kaho saw all of these details. And there was one point where I said to her, sorry, they were being a little bit rude. And Kaho agreed. So basically, Kaho saw everything that I found irritating by my parents, but all the messiness surrounding it as well. So in that sense, a lot of the things that I felt were very much tangible on set.
And Kaho-san and Eun-kyung-san, do you have a way of recharging your creative spirit?
In terms of making this film, or just
in terms of creative activities in general, just curious if there is a typical way that they each approach that. If it's not drawing manga and going back to Ibaraki.
なんですけど、ご自身の人生の中では何かそういう自分をインスパイアするためにすることってあったりするでしょうか？
ありますか？
ありますか？ある？
どうなんですか？
普通に休みます。
お酒を飲みます。
ね、
クリエイティビティをも取り戻すために。
私はそんなに飲まないですけど、普通にゆっくり休みます。
クリエイティビティを取り戻すために。
そうですね。休みが大事。
Eun-kyung says that I rest. I rest a lot. I don't drink very often, but I rest. And Kaho-san said that I drink a lot of alcohol. And the director was asking, that's in order for you to retrieve your creativity.
ごめんなさい。
Good answers. Good answers.
謝ってる。
ごめんね。Questions from the audience. Please raise your hand high. I see a hand up here in the third to last row in the middle. Keep that hand high.
I really enjoyed the film. Thank you very much. I have a question for Eun-kyung-san. I'm also Korean. I loved watching you in Miss Granny, and then I was surprised when I saw the films that you were in at Japan Cuts, and I saw both of them, thought they were really, really great. So I'm curious as to why you made the decision in your career to move to Japan and do films in Japan.
そうですね。もともと俳優として勉強することが大事だと思ってるので、本当に韓国だけじゃなくていろんな国でもしオファーをされてチャンスをもらったらいろんな国で活動したいなとずっと思ったんです。その流れの一つが日本でした。で日本の映画に影響されたものもたくさんあるし、で、例えば是枝裕和さんや岩井俊二さんの映画で影響されたことがたくさんあって、いつか日本の映画も日本の仕事もできたらすごく嬉しいなと思ったんで、ちょうど2年前から今の日本の事務所と一緒に仕事をやることになって、で今ちょっとラッキーで日本で映画が今公開になるんです。この映画もすぐそろそろ10月に日本で公開になって、すごく貴重な経験をもらったなと思っています。で本当に俳優としていろんな国で、いつかアメリカの映画も撮れたら本当に嬉しいなと思っています。
So fundamentally speaking, as an actor, I believe that studying is very important. And so I've always been thinking that not just in Korea, but if I get offered jobs from other countries, I've always wanted to take them up on the opportunity. And it just so happened that Japan was one of those countries. And I also realized that I've been influenced by many Japanese films, including films by directors such as Hirokazu Koreeda or Shunji Iwai. These people's films have influenced my work. And around 2 years ago, I started working with a company in Japan, and I've been very lucky to have many Japanese films being released recently. This film that you just saw will be released in October in Japan. And all of these experiences for me have been very precious to myself. And I want to continue to work in different countries as an actor, and I hope that one day the US is one of those countries as well.
Yeah, great.
英語を勉強します。はい、ありがとうございます。
I'm gonna study English.
お願いします。
Yeah, more questions. Could we bring the microphone over here to the corner? Keep your hand up. Yeah.
First of all, thank you so much for coming to New York to share your experiences with us. I guess it's a question for the director and also for Ms. Kaho. I was very touched by the fingernail cutting scene. I think it's very rare, especially in Japanese culture, to see moments of physical tenderness among those who aren't romantically involved with each other. And I'm wondering what inspired you to put this scene in the film, and then Ms. Kaho, as the actor, how you felt trimming the grandmother's nails.
先にかほちゃん。
でもそもそも人の爪を切ることってなかなかないじゃないですか。というよりも多分私人生で初めて人の爪を切ったと思うんですけど、なんだろう、なんか不思議な気持ちになりました。なんだろうな、こうその慎重に切らなきゃっていう緊張ももちろんあるんですけど、普段こうなんて言うんだろう、普段絶対には人にはしないことじゃないですか、人の爪を切るって。そういうことをそのおばあちゃんに対してするっていうのが、なんかすごくこう、緊張したし、あとこう、自分の手とは全く違うおばあちゃんの手を見てすごくこう、思うところもあったし、なんかこう今まで経験したことのないようななんかこう感情になったっていう、感じはありますね。はい。
So it's not every day that we have the opportunity to cut somebody else's nails. And in fact, this was the very first time in my life that I had cut somebody else's nails. And it definitely gave me a strange feeling. I was nervous about being careful when I was doing so. And again, it was just not something that I usually do. And then to do that to a grandmother, I was incredibly nervous about it. And I saw how different her hand was from mine. And that gave me many thoughts. This really felt like a new experience to me and gave me a lot of new feelings.
ある意味爪を切るシーンが映画において結構山場だったりとかして、そこで何を描きたいかって、これそもそもどう生きるかみたいな話だったりとかするけれど、生きてるっていう感じのことを生々しく感じるっていうのを、どうやって演出したらいいのかなっていうふうには思ってはいて、で、どうしようもなく伸びる爪があって、でそれを切るっていうことが、その生きてる誰かの体温もしかり、その音もそうだし、硬さとか触覚とかも含めてダイレクトに感じるものがいいなと思っていて、で実際それをしているかほちゃん、実際砂田がどう思うかみたいな感じのところがある種あそこが半分ぐらい本当ドキュメンタリーみたいな感じで、ドキドキしながら撮るみたいなことにはなってると思うんですけど、そういうものになればいいなと思っていて、見てる人もあそこだけなんかやたらと生々しいなみたいな風に思ってもらえたらいいかなと思ってそうしてます。それ以外はキヨのことも含めファンタジー要素がだいぶ強いですけど、あそこだけかなり生っぽくやりたかった。
The nail cutting scene to me is a climax to the film in a way. And this film, when I think about what it's about, in some ways it's about how do we live, the question of how we live. But also I wanted to talk about the idea of living itself and how tangible I can show that to be. And so by cutting nails, and nails just grow no matter what. And so to have the action of cutting, you hear that sound, you feel that hardness, you feel the warmth of that person. And I wanted to directly express that feeling of as tangibly as possible. And to see Kaho or Sunada's character, to see how they feel in that moment. So that moment was shot in a way that felt as if it was half documentary. I wanted to express that nervousness that was there and have that be tangible. And I wanted the people watching it to feel that, and to feel that realness in a way in that moment. Otherwise, this film is full of fantasy in a way, but this moment that you're speaking about is much more real and documentary.
We have time for just 2 more questions. If we can go to the raised hand here in the 4th to last row.
So thank you very much. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was very interesting. And I actually have a lot of questions, but it goes around the theme of the 3 of you on stage are all very strong women. And so I have relatives and friends who are in Japan, but as an American, there are a lot of stereotypes about Japanese culture and Japanese women. So I thought that, especially compared to some of the other films that were shown here, it's really different and refreshing to see the strong characters that you have in this movie. And then I just wanted to know if that's more accurate of how either you see or you feel about Japanese women who are living in Japan, whereas I guess if you contrast it to one of the first movies that was shown, there were office ladies, or they're called OLs, and I think that, I don't know if that's an outdated version of women in the workforce, and I don't know, I thought that the movie had a lot of really great points and commentaries about the culture, and I really enjoyed it a lot. Thank you.
そうですね時間の話っていうのもありますけど、そもそもこの映画自体が今を描きたいなと思っていて、で今の女性ってどういう女性像だみたいな感じのことで言うと、割となかなか先ほどおっしゃったみたいにいわゆるステレオタイプというか、こういう人って本当にいるのかなみたいな感じがいろんな映画見てて思うところが正直ちょっとあって、今の女の人のリアルってなんだろうみたいな感じのことはずっと考えていて、でたまたま砂田が今回こういう感じのキャラクターですけど、得てして突拍子もない変わったキャラクターっていうよりかは、多分誰か友達にいそうなこういう人っているよねとか、これって私じゃないかって思う人も多いんじゃないかなとは思っております。
So this my answer, first of all, yes, you're right. Regarding, I wanted to talk a little bit about time, but basically this film is set in the now. I wanted to talk about today's women and what they are really like today. And as you said, when I see a lot of other movies, I often see stereotyped women appearing. And I wonder when I see them, do these kinds of women really exist today? And so I was asking myself, what is the real of today's woman? And Sunada's character turns out, the character that you saw today, is not necessarily a strange character, I think. Some people may know a friend who reminds them of someone like Sunada. Perhaps they think that she is part of themselves.
Okay, one final quick question. If we can bring the mic down here to the 2nd row. Keep your hand up, please. Yeah, thank you.
I was wondering if any one of you could talk a little bit about the presence of the brother. So given for the brother, so for instance, how that he seems to be a hikikomori, and that he makes inappropriate jokes, and how the fact that he comments on Kiyoura.
そうですよね。変ですよね。だいぶ変ですよね。だいぶ変なんですけど、あの人も謎なキャラクターっていうよりかは コミュニケーションがうまく取れなさすぎてそれが過度になっているみたいなそういう人かなと思っています。刀持ってたりとかしますけど、別になんかこう殺人鬼とかそういうことじゃないんですけど、これシーン結構かほちゃんともどう落としたらいいのかみたいなことは言ってたけど、結構怖すぎるとこれってなんか殺人が起きそうですみたいな。ただなんかどうしてこういうことになってるのかって言ったら、これって2人とも、コミュ障っていうコミュニケーション的にあんまりうまくできないだからこそこんなことになってしまったみたいな感じに落とせるといいかなと思ってシーンはやってます。
I know, right? He's very weird. I agree. He's a strange character. But rather than making him sort of mysterious, what I really wanted to express here is his inability to communicate. And so I know he's holding a katana sword, but it's not that he's a murderer or anything. When I was talking about the scene with Kaho, we were talking about the scene, how best to do this. At one point she said, doing that might be too scary. It seems as if he's up to some kind of murder. And that's not what I wanted to, that wasn't my intention. It was really about the fact that their inability to communicate sort of ends up being this very strange scene.
そういう意味で言うと家族自体が、お兄ちゃんだけじゃなくて、お父さんもそうだしお母さんもそうですけど自分のフィールドを守ろうとしてお父さんは趣味に走ってたりとか、お母さんはテレビと喋ってるとかそれってやっぱり自分の世界を守りたいというか狭い田舎のコミュニケーションの中で自分を何とかして確立したいからこそああいうことになってるっていう。だからなんか別にみんな変なわけじゃなくて自分を大事にしたいがためにああいうことになっちゃってるみたいな状況ではあります。
And in the similar vein, I think with the family, it's not just the brother, but also the father and also the mother. They all are in some ways trying to protect their own field of their existence. The father has his hobby. The mother starts talking to the television. They all in some way want to maintain a self within their living. And I think it comes from a place of trying to protect their own selves.
Well, on that note, we're going to have to wrap it up. And I want to thank you, Hakota Kantoku, Eun-kyung Kaho-san. Thank you so much for coming and helping close out the festival.
ありがとうございました。